The VitaFerm products is something that we had heard a lot about for several years before we got started and heard a lot of positive things. But the results that we saw when we actually used them on our own operation were very, very good. Increased conception rate, cows in better health, better condition, easier fleshing. I tell you, it's really made a lot of difference for us.
If you're serious about getting cattle bred, if you're serious about having bulls that are super fertile to turn out with cows, if that means a lot to you, I would say to try the Concept Aid mineral. They're born healthier, they grow better, they'll wean heavier, on the Concept Aid mineral versus brand X. And I would argue you'd be hard pressed to find something else that's cost 4 or 8 cents a day on your investment that would get you those kind of returns.
Welcome to the American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. For livestock, good nutrition is the foundation of good health, and the right program allows your cattle to reach their full genetic potential. BioZyme Incorporated is an innovative company active in the agricultural fields of livestock nutrition and animal microbiology. In business for more than 60 years, BioZyme Inc. offers a complete line of high-density, highly available vitamin, mineral, trace mineral, and protein supplements for your livestock. On today's show, we focus on VitaFerm Concept Aid, featuring the Amaferm Advantage. Amaferm is a natural feed additive that acts as a prebiotic, increasing digestibility to maximize the energy value of feed. If you're serious about your livestock's nutrition and productivity, you won't want to miss this episode.
The unique thing about the protein products that we manufacture at BioZyme is that we've started with a high quality protein source, and we have incorporated the Concept Aid mineral pack. The Concept Aid mineral is viewed across the country by the most premier cattlemen as the very, very best mineral pack available on the marketplace.
Now, we make a mineral that's superior in terms of the way it's formulated, but we also offer Amaferm, and Amaferm is the secret to helping our customers achieve animals that are more productive and more healthy. Therefore, they're able to gain weight.
When you take a good protein source, you have a good mineral pack, and you tie this all together with the Amaferm Advantage, we have a product out there that can do many, many things for different operations.
If you get more cows bred, you get more calves on the ground. And if you get cows to cycle back faster and get calves, they're going to be in a 60-day window. That translates to more total pounds at the end when you wean.
Just in the past few weeks, I've been on operations that are experiencing severe drought, and the Amaferm alone in these products, whether we're talking the protein products or just the Concept Aid mineral line that we manufacture, the Amaferm is going to help you extend your hay throughout the year by an additional 10 to 17%.
Really, we're in the grass business first and foremost before we're in the cattle business. So if we can take forage and help that cow break it down 17% more than what she normally does, she utilizes it to help her not only maintain her own body condition score, but also pass that along to the calf in terms of her milk production.
The Concept Aid line of products is very unique and very diversified. Our nutrition staff has formulated multiple different products so that it can fit in each and every operation specifically. We've got the full line of loose mineral that has been recognized by cattlemen all over the country as the premier product for breeding season. With that, we've added the protein option, so it doesn't matter if you would like a cooked tub option, or if you're in a drier, more arid climate, we've got a 40-pound block that's available with the same 20% high quality natural protein with the Concept Aid mineral pack. As well as we have a loose protein meal that is as well a 1 pound a day consumption with the Concept Aid mineral implemented in it. You know, there's just a lot of diversification within this line, so it doesn't really matter if you're in a drought or if you're experiencing excess moisture and your grass is a little washy. Just no matter what the situation is, we have tried at BioZyme to manufacture products that can fit specifically to your needs.
The number of people that are still active in production agriculture decreases every year, so it's important to me to help them do the best job they can to continue to grow and to be prosperous. Amaferm provides that to our customers.
Our number one goal is to help our customers, just to simply help people and help them bring the most money to their bottom line and to do what's right by the livestock that they're trying to produce.
So within the line of Concept Aid minerals that we offer, we have different phosphorus levels. We have a mineral that's high mag for the situations that would fit. Also the areas of the United States that have traditionally have had issues with anaplasm, we offer that particular mineral with the proper amount of CTC in it that would help control or at least put anaplasm infection at a level where the producer is not having to be so concerned about having that as a problem. We have products available to help fit into any operation for them to utilize Concept Aid and the Amaferm Advantage.
We get to be on different operations across the country daily, and this Amaferm is one thing that continually helps the livestock, whether we're talking about in a yearling or starter yard situation or all the way to, you know, raising seed stock.
Currently the cow market is not what we've seen in the past couple of years, so everyone's very concerned about cost. Everything that we do in the beef industry is based off of weight. More sellable weight, pounds, is where we make our money. So we've got to be very aware that just because we cut upfront costs doesn't mean that we're going to put more money in our operation.
I like to tell my friends around the house, if you're not feeding Amaferm, you're leaving money on the table. You know, if you're not familiar with this product, I really encourage you to go to VitaFerm.com, reach out to our area sales managers around the country, call our inside sales staff. Any way you would like to reach us, we would like to help you. We would like to provide you information on our products and the advantages that you can see from Amaferm to help bring more money to your bottom line.
Welcome back to the American Rancher. Supplementation programs will always be important building blocks for cow herd nutrition programs. During belt tightening times, getting the most bang for your buck becomes even more critical when selecting which, how much, and what supplements to feed. It has been repeatedly proven that proper mineral, feed additive, and protein supplementation will economically increase beef production. Not only does Concept Aid provide the highest quality vitamins, minerals, and organic trace minerals, you also receive the Amaferm Advantage. Amaferm, found in all VitaFerm products, is a natural feed additive that acts as a prebiotic and increases forage digestibility. The added digestibility increases the energy and protein derived from the diet, which in turn decreases the amount of supplemental protein needed, keeping more dollars in your pocket.
Tennessee River Music was started in 1981 by my dad, Randy, and my mom, Kelly. Dad always had a dream of having Hereford cattle, and he grew up a sharecropper here on Lookout Mountain. When the time came around, he was able to purchase most of the land here that he sharecropped. And now the farm is about 3,500 acres, and we run about 600 head of Hereford and Angus cattle. Mom and Dad never dreamed that it would ever turn into that. They started with about 20 head and built a barn that would accommodate about 20 head. And their dreams kind of took off, and it's turned into a full-fledged seed stock operation.
So the purebred animals here at Tennessee River Music is 100% artificial insemination, one-shot AI, I should say. We run a pretty skeleton crew here, much like most ranchers in the U.S. Helps getting harder to find, but we'll synchronize and we breed everything one time. Breeding repeats is pretty tricky and labor-intensive for us, so really 2 weeks, within 2 weeks of the first AI date, we do turn out cleanup bulls. So when we turn out cleanup bulls, we ask them to be ready right then to go to work. We'll catch some of those short cycle females. They'll start breeding cattle 2 days after they've been in there, getting past 2 weeks. And that's really where we've seen a big role, because we ask a lot out of them. And we'll hit AI on the first service conception. We'll hit AI rates 65, 70%. Reproduction is very, very important. Obviously, we're a seed stock operation. We do run a commercial cow herd also, but focusing on the seed stock, reproduction is so important on, as far as your mineral and nutrition status has to be there to cut down on the non-productive cow days. If we think about it, especially in 2-year-old animals, we're asking those 2-year-olds to calve out, breed back, and they need to calve, within a year of the last time they calved. So you're talking about 365 days. Gestation is 283, give or take. So really you have 82 days for those cattle that can remain open and kind of just growing on pasture or growing on some feed. And 2-year-olds are still growing. So that's really, really hard for them to do, because they got to clean up, they got to get back ready to be able to breed. And we're talking to get them done in 83 days. So that's a lot to ask for them. And we won't, they need to do that, because we're not in an open cow, doesn't make you any money, and it's your bottom dollar. And I was running numbers there this morning before we started, and I looked at like the last 3-year average, the 3-year average before we were on VitaFerm, and we did 64%. We'd have highs of 70s and lows of 40s or something. But then this last year, I did a cycle, and these cattle have been on it now for going on 2 years, a little over 2 years. And when I did the readings on that this time, we were up there like 78%, and our lowest was 62, and our highest was 91%. So that's really, in the ET system, man, if we can get that every time, if we owe our ET guys a little money, then we've done a really good job on our end, and feel like, it's more of, I guess, an expense, but it's more of an investment, because our return can be higher on those embryo calves. And that's really, we felt made a big difference in the VitaFerm mineral program in that aspect.
I think where VitaFerm really comes into play for us is, like I said, we have the show ring aspect, and we use those products there, but when the cattle, when they get out of the show ring and they come back home and they're having to go to work, Concept Aid really comes into play. It keeps, open cattle, they're not very profitable for us, and so if we can get them, bred as soon as possible, they calve, and these heifers out here are already cycling again, and so we can get those cattle bred back quicker, shorten our calving season, and like I said, at the end of the day, it's efficiency and profitability, and while still, maintaining the well-being of the animal. Those minerals, I know that by having that out there, that cow, she's getting everything she needs to go to work for us and be profitable and efficient.
Well, our family started here in the 1950s in Okmulgee County. I'm a 3rd generation. My children are 4th generation on family farm and ranch. Purebred Hereford and Red Angus cattle, and also a commercial operation. Then there's some crops and farming, corn and wheat seed and soybeans. So we've been in this area operating for about 65 years. Our purebred operation started, roughly 10 years or so ago. Really gotten more into it the last 5 to 6 years. We got into the Hereford cattle through raising F1 Tiger Stripe females, and that grew into our purebred operation today. We do a lot of embryo work, produce a lot of bulls, especially for here in the southern part of the United States. And the Red Angus cattle are a newer addition that we've added in the last couple of years as a part of our crossbreeding program. And we also run some purebred Red Angus cows. Well, our ideal female would be a thick, easy fleshing, good uddered, sound feet, legs, eyes, really everything you would expect of any commercial female. We expect that out of our purebred cows. Fairly moderate in frame, but lots of depth and thickness to the cattle, easy fleshing. This environment we live in here, we have a lot of heat and a lot of humidity. Our grass can be a little washy at times, so really need some cattle that can convert forage and go out and make it in some heat and humidity. When you talk about genetic potential, you have got to have the right genetics to do the job, but you've also got to have the right nutrition. And with VitaFerm, we have seen that the cattle can fully express their genetic potential. We do a lot of embryo work, use a lot of our commercial cows for recips, and the Concept aid has made a large difference for us in our conception rate on the embryos as well as the donor cows. The number of eggs that we're getting, the quality of eggs that we're getting. I'm going to say that we've seen probably a solid 10% increase in our embryo program as far as our conception. On the commercial side of things, most of those cows are calving in a 30-day window. A lot of conception rates running in the upper 90s, at times 100%. The results on the Concept aid have just been extremely, extremely good for us. With the Amaferm advantage, we see that the cows will go out on a drier, more mature forage and convert that better than anything we've ever used before. You can take those cows on some mature grasses, stalks, stover, and the Amaferm is the real difference maker in how those cows convert and their body condition score. I know that conception is one of our key components of the VitaFerm mineral. The Concept aid is just the Cadillac. It works so well. But I would also tell folks that we're more than just Concept aid. We're a whole herd health program in a lot of ways. If you use the product, you'll see it throughout the herd, throughout the year in the health of the calves, the health of the cows, how the cows keep. Really, our results have been just amazing for everything with conception included. Well, BioZyme is more to us than just a mineral supplier. They offer so many options for ration balancing, nutrition help, forage testing, so many different things, and their team is great to work with for us. They've helped us so much in nutrition and things even other than just the mineral side.
Feeding a mineral like Concept aid will ensure you see performance that pays in your cow herd.
It's really a goal of ours to keep this thing going for the next generation. I certainly wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my father and grandfather ahead of me, and really appreciate that opportunity. But when you get down to sustainability, the reproduction of the cow herd, herd health, all those things play a very key role in making the cow herd sustainable.
Superior Livestock is proud to announce a new partnership with BioZyme Inc. Since 1995, value-added calf programs have created premiums when calves sell on Superior's video auctions. Traditionally, when ranchers think of adding value, it is derived from a quality health program dependent upon vaccinations. But together, Superior and BioZyme are putting a new twist on creating premiums for healthier cattle through a mineral supplement program. Healthier cattle are more profitable, and now cattle that have been fed a VitaFerm or GainSmart Amaferm-based mineral supplement for a minimum of 45 days prior to auction will receive the VitaFerm or GainSmart value-added logo in Superior's catalogs and on-screen as the cattle sell. VitaFerm raised targets cow-calf producers and is for calves that are raised on a VitaFerm fed dam and or was fed a VitaFerm mineral themselves during preconditioning for a minimum of 45 days prior to the auction and through delivery. GainSmart targets stocker, feeder, and backgrounding operators and will recognize calves that have been fed a GainSmart mineral for a minimum of 45 days prior to auction and through delivery. For more information, go to superiorlivestock.com or call 800-422-2117.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Superior Livestock recently formed an innovative partnership with the animal nutrition company BioZyme to expand their value-added programs. Producers have always focused on vaccination and genetics programs, but sound nutrition has come to the forefront as one of the keys to healthy, profitable cattle. Superior Livestock consignors will now be able to take advantage of the VitaFerm raised and GainSmart value-added programs to capture more value for their calves.
We know how important health is in this industry. It's been the #1 thing that's being talked about right now with the veterinarian feed directive and people just thinking more about antibiotics. We know that health is going to be in front of those buyers and something that they're going to be focusing on. And I think that's why this partnership between BioZyme and Superior makes so much sense and is going to put a lot more money back in everyone's pockets.
You know, whether we're talking about the Starnes family with Tennessee River Music or the Ledbetter operation where we're at here today, you know, these people are producing some of the very best quality bulls and replacement females that are genetically possible, and they're taking that extra step. They're putting in the extra time and effort to make sure the nutrition is right on these cattle. And you know, now with our partnership with Superior, you're going to see that these cattle are going to have this value-added emblem of being a VitaFerm raised calf, or you know, on the stocker yearling side, you're going to begin to see some recognition from these cattle that are on the GainSmart program.
We at Superior Livestock feel like our partnership with BioZyme makes a lot of sense. Superior's been such a pioneer in the value-added industry, from our VAC programs to Superior Verified to NHTC to whatever program that can create more value when customers sell their calves with us. We really feel like the GainSmart and the VitaFerm Raised program is the next program in line for our value-added family.
VitaFerm raised calves must have been raised on a VitaFerm fed dam or fed VitaFerm brand products through preconditioning for a minimum of 45 days prior to marketing through delivery. BioZyme's new GainSmart program focuses on stocker cattle. In order to qualify, calves must have been fed a GainSmart mineral for a minimum of 45 days through backgrounding or a grower yard situation prior to marketing through delivery. For more information about the new innovative partnership between BioZyme Inc. and Superior Livestock and the added value it brings to your bottom line, visit superiorlivestock.com. Concept Aid with the Amaferm Advantage will bring improved performance to your cow herd. That's too impressive to ignore. Be sure to ask your nutritional supplier about VitaFerm's complete line of products. More information and your nearest dealer can be located at VitaFerm.com. Thanks for joining us today. That's all the time we have. Be sure to check us out at theamericanrancher.com or find us on Facebook. I'm Pam Minnick. For the entire American Rancher team, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.